Welcome back to the Overheard Podcast, recorded live in Banff. My name is Daniel Ruedl. With me always is my co-host,
Matty Rage. Let's go.
Let's go. If it's your first time joining us, please don't forget to give us a little like and subscribe. We look at the analytics every week. Tons of people dropping in. Not everyone subscribing, so please helps us a ton, to bring you more episodes like this one. We're at the brew pub today in the tap room. Big shout out. Very special guest, the Alberta Coast Guard.
Yeah.
Welcome.
We're going to have a boatload of fun.
A boat? Out the gate.
Great.
Before we get too far into things, let's go check in with our sponsors over at Drink Shaft. We'll be back with you in 20 seconds.
We're back, baby. Let's go.
Woo.
You know that autumn and a little bit of winter in Banff hits different. Crisp air, golden larches, early sunsets. Keep that mountain energy going with Drink Shaft, the non-alcoholic all-espresso energy drink made for the adventure lifestyle. Fresh starts, cozy vibes, and staying sharp. That's why you fall into Shaft. Naturally caffeinated, clean energy for everyone. Now available in over 800 stores across Western Canada. Go get yours today. Seasons change. Drink Shaft always stays the same. Let's move on to our guest this week. The Alberta Coast Guard is comprised of two coastal transplants living in the Rocky Mountains, drawing inspiration from the salt-washed cedars of the Pacific Rim and the nearly inhospitable shores of Newfoundland. The duo blends emotional swells and brine-soaked humor with lofty harmonies. The boat is moored here in the Bow Valley. How's the day going so far, guys? Introduce yourselves. Great.
So good. Yeah, my name is Aaron Smith, originally from Newfoundland. Been living in Banff for just over 8 years now.
8 years.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I'm Caitlin Connolly. Wow, who wrote that intro? Look at that. Hey. Wow, there's so many coastal references. Yeah, I've been here, I don't know, coming up on 13 years, I think, in the Valley.
13? Yeah, I'm
8.
hitting my 12th anniversary this year.
Oh, nice. I didn't know you were here that long.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've been here, I just realized how long I've actually been here. I'm like, it's been a minute, I guess. Yeah.
We're like the enigmatic folk who, like, I only dreamt of becoming when I first came here, you know?
Right,
it's like,
yeah.
it's getting that time now, you know?
Yeah.
How's the morning treating you so far? We're missing the POW day of the year to record this episode. Are you guys skiers?
Yeah, I board. I've been up to lake a couple times now. So, I had a couple good days up there so far, but there's no place I would rather be than here at the tap room today.
Thank you so much. I agree. I was got the message this morning, was like, hey, man, chuck a sickie on the podcast and come shred. And I was like, man, I've been organizing this all week. We got everybody, all the ducks in a row. We can't bail now.
Yeah.
Big shout out to everyone who's getting it. Leave some for me, please. Let me go later.
Totally, yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about why you both came to Banff in the first place. What is it that brought you here?
I don't know. Should I go first?
Yeah, you go.
Okay. Kind of like, I don't want to say uneventful. It's all eventful.
It was a literal event that brought you here.
Yeah. Anyway, so me and my ex-girlfriend at the time.
Whose name was also Caitlin. Shout out, old Kate.
Nice.
So we were living in St. John's at the time. So, and it was good, but I hadn't really lived outside of Newfoundland for any extended period of time. And living in St. John's was cool. Like, it's nice, it's hospitable, but in a way, almost weirdly too hospitable. Like, it's a small congregation. It's kind of it's a great community, great music scene and stuff, but a bit of cabin fever for sure.
Okay, fair enough.
So I think I owed it to myself, these thoughts and pangs of wanting to leave were popping up. And so one day her sister invited us to her wedding at Norquay. So we talked about coming up for the wedding, and then the more we talked about it, the more we were like, hey, let's just move to Banff. So my ex, she had lived here for a couple seasons, done a couple summer seasons, and then so her ex-boss had an apartment that was coming up for availability, so we hopped on that, and the rest is herstory.
What about
Wow.
you, Caitlin?
Smooth. I was on tour with the band I was in at the time, and camping out in my truck with my old guitarist, who I was dating at the time, and yeah, we were on a cross Canada tour, and we just kind of fell in love. It was like, it wasn't the first time I had been here, but the first time as an adult, that I had been here and realized how much money you can make in this town.
Yeah, if you're willing to hustle, there's some money to be made here.
Totally,
Yeah.
right? And like busking, if you've got the right genre for it, busking is still to this day my favorite way to play.
Nice.
And, gigs abound
No doubt.
for the right kind of music. And I don't know, I think we were only here for 2 nights or something, and then we carried on and went to Montreal and back, and then we couldn't get it out of our system. We went home to Vancouver, and then the next summer we moved here full time.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
The busking scene used to be, I don't know, quite,
Substantial.
Yeah.
quite substantial, especially
It
here in
was
Banff.
so- it was so
I
good.
remember meeting some pretty good friends that were on the kind of the busking circuit. They would come here in the
Totally.
summer, travel to the U.S. in the winter,
I
and kind of
know.
end up here again,
Yeah.
I wonder what's maybe the advent of streaming and that kind of stuff, the accessibility of music.
Maybe. And I feel
COVID
like,
too.
yeah,
COVID
I
for
think
sure,
so.
yeah.
And cash is like, I don't want to say it's dying because I really don't want it to die. This is one of the reasons I don't want it to die. But I do think that COVID kind of changed things. And like I remember busking during COVID, and I would go in front of the Mount Royal. I probably shouldn't say my whole setup because it wasn't entirely lawful. Bylaw would be mad at me, but it was the way to make the most money. And I remember going and like washing my cash when I got home
Oh,
because it was like
God.
the
Oh, yeah,
beginning
yeah,
of
yeah.
COVID, like we were all real scared. And I was like washing the bills in the sink and like, oh my God.
That's super. The dirty money, as they call it.
Yeah. I was literally laundering the money. Yeah.
It's like now if you want to be a busker these days, you need a little tap.
Yeah,
option.
exactly.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Online tip jar.
And
you
like a
know?
couple decks. I think demographically it's changed a bit too. I think that throws into it too. Yeah, like just the like I love DJ music. Like try to get it when I can. And
Me
like,
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think like demographically it's just like changed that way too. Like different
Yeah.
genres and
Maybe
and
that's what I should do
interests.
this summer. Just set up the decks
Set-
downtown.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'd
Well,
be an interesting
DJ
busking
DJ
setup.
only requests.
we've been talking about setting up like a DJ live music kind of thing, like
Nice. A
because
hybrid live
yeah, a
music.
hybrid
Yeah.
because that is kind of
I've done it
This is
before,
the
like
way.
played after. Well, last year at the park down here, it was like they'd have an act, and then they'd have me DJ for half an hour, then they'd
Yeah.
have another act,
Yeah.
DJ for half an hour. It's a cool way to break it up. Like
Totally.
some people, not all people are into the EDM music scene.
Yeah.
I would say, but it's a nice little breakup.
Totally.
I mean, nowadays crossover in music is it's inevitable. Everyone's
Totally.
crossing over.
Exactly,
Like,
right.
you got some of the biggest pop stars in the world with country albums. You got some of the
Beyonce,
biggest
yeah.
rap. Same thing. Like,
Yeah.
I used to
everyone's doing everything.
hate DJs.
oh
Right?
gosh, I feel like we all went through that phase
Yeah.
of like
Especially when Khaled was first popping out.
No, it was just
Oh
like
God.
I played in metal bands for so long. It's like
Yeah.
you'd show up and they're like, "Oh no, we got a DJ tonight." It's like,
Yeah.
fair enough. I mean, $300 for a DJ. You pack it at the club all night, or
Yeah.
you get a metal band in there. It's like heavy metal is way harder to sell
Yeah.
than a DJ. But
Yep.
now I'm on the other side of the coin, I guess.
yeah, well, can't beat them.
No, join them. That's right.
I think from a like promotional standpoint too, there is like for me, there's so much value in like that collaboration. You know,
hell yeah, for
like
sure.
Yeah.
that. Or like, why? Who says you can't put a DJ
Oh my
and
God. Yeah.
like a heavy band together? You
Yeah.
know, and like,
Fair enough.
Yeah, if we're all like local, especially that only I think adds that like is top level for me
Yeah.
is like
For
promoting
Keep it
local
in the
talent.
family, you know.
I think we're down with that. Definitely. I
doubt.
mean, the more locals we can get working together, the more people get to the shows. I think that's the biggest thing with local music is getting people there, right?
doubt.
Totally.
What is it about Banff that you think makes it different? What is it that kept you guys here?
Well, yeah, it's an enigma. Like it's
Totally
there's-
is.
Not only is it in Alberta, but like where like traditionally, I don't know, just the values of Banff, like somewhat don't really align with the rest of the province. I
It's
feel,
true.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, fair enough.
It's true.
Yeah.
It is a kind of microcosm in itself. Especially nowadays, I think, with
Yeah.
the crazy political rhetoric going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little different than the rest of the province, I would say.
Definitely.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, the term Banff bubble has been tossed around for years and
Oh, yeah.
years, right? Like, we do live in a bubble, and I think the opportunities are so endless here as well. Like, I've never lived anywhere where so many of my friends are entrepreneurs, self-employed. They're
Yeah.
not only is like the tourism a huge part of what makes business like sustainable and actually kind of realistic to open a business, but I think the community funding and like there's grants that you can apply
Oh, yeah.
for.
Oh,
yeah.
There's so much funding, there's so much support that isn't monetary as well, that I think is almost not untapped. It's definitely tapped. However, I think it's kind of underrated a little bit still. Like, there's so much opportunity for just the average person that
Yeah.
you can't really get in other places.
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially like when it does come to like financially, like coming from Newfoundland, which is traditionally like, you know, a have not like poor type province.
Yeah.
I don't know, just that, accessibility is huge, and that, the opportunities too. Like, you could be downtown George Street playing for a bunch of like drunks, or and like you know, you're paid pretty handsomely, like pretty good for what it's worth, but
You play here on Banff Ave to a bunch of drunks, make even more money.
the mountains or the ocean, right?
Yeah.
I agree. I just came back from Ontario last night.
Yeah.
Quite like laid off the plane, and it's a very different vibe in big cities where you have so many people fighting for the same resources.
Yeah.
Whereas maybe that's kind of that
Yeah.
feeling we get here in Alberta of
Yeah.
maybe prosperity is it seems like there might be less people fighting for those resources, or
Yeah.
we have maybe easier access to them being in the town of Banff. Like,
Yeah, fair
there's
enough.
so many people
Yeah.
that aren't actively chasing them.
Yeah.
Competition's not, well, I mean, the competition's steep because there's, as far as like the music scene goes, there's a ton of good DJs,
Oh, yeah.
a ton of
Totally.
good musicians. Like,
Yeah.
competition is steep here. It's just, there's a market. It's weird. It's like such a small spot, but the market
I
is big
know.
enough to keep everybody busy.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's like, well, I was saying this morning, like I got booked to DJ for New Year's like back in September. I've had like 4 people this week ask me like, hey man, can you DJ for New Year's? I'm like,
Nope.
I'm booked, man. Like
Yeah.
it's everybody's kind of in the same boat. Like everybody's
Totally.
Yeah.
everybody's lined up, and like
Yeah.
I think Aaron, you're playing here New Year's, aren't you?
Yeah.
Good problem
Let's
to have.
go.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good problem to have. But,
I'm out in Kananaskis on New Year's.
There you go.
Like, we've all, I think
Yeah.
there's enough
Yeah.
to go around.
yeah, it's wild. Like especially for a town that's so small. Like you
Mm-hmm. I
move to
know.
another town in the middle of nowhere with
Good luck.
8,000 people in it. Good luck. Like,
Yeah.
especially like as a musician or DJ, it's like
Yeah.
you really got to cater to your crowd at that point, right? So
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a lot of references to Newfoundland throughout this episode. But,
Bless
I've heard,
you.
like, statistically, so in downtown St. John specifically, the postal code is A1C. You know,
Okay.
ours is T1L, like the
Yep.
first 3 alphanumerics. I've heard, I don't know if there's any truth to this, but the A1C postal code is like the most densely populated with artists.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yeah, which I thought was an interesting stat. Whether that's
That's
like
really cool.
how that's metric or like how that's determined. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, is it professional
Artist
artists? Is it
census,
like
yeah.
right? But
I mean, you can kind of see that just due to like,
Yeah.
I mean, tradition kind of passed down the East Coast through
Totally.
song more than kind of anywhere else in Canada. It has more like everyone I know from the East Coast either plays an instrument
Yeah.
or the spoons or the fiddle or
Yeah.
something, maybe an unorthodox instrument. But it
Yeah.
seems like that's kind of what families did when they get together is they pick up an instrument and play. Right?
Totally.
Yeah.
And like, I think that's the parallel to like maybe like what we're saying here is like, there's no shortage really here of musicians of like, either live music or DJs.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll like that. Whoever reached out to you, I don't think they're going to be out of a musician or come New Year's, right?
Right.
Like they're going to find someone.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like it'll happen, but
Yeah.
little last minute, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe 3 weeks out. Maybe it wasn't a good time to book, but I don't know.
Now, all music stuff aside, when it comes to just being a person living in Banff, what would be your advice to someone who's looking to make Banff their long-term home? Say they just got here. I recently interviewed a guy who was here for 8 days. He just got to town.
Oh, I
Wow.
love that.
Yeah, he was so cool. He's on our
that's
Instagram,
great.
so go check it out. What would be your advice to say to someone like that who just got to town, who's like, I love this place, I want to stay?
Try everything.
Fair.
As long as I've been here, I've left and come back. Good luck trying to leave.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like the old adage is always, you stay for a season and then like 10 years later you're still here. And we are all proof of that now.
Yep.
I think that there have been times that where I haven't had as solid of a friend group, and those were tough times. Like even somebody who's been around, and I feel like I know a lot of people. I'm very fortunate to have a lot of acquaintances and friends. Even then, it can be hard if you don't have that core community, that core friend group. And I think really it's finding, like, how do you want to find those people? Like, what's the most important thing to you? Is it drinking? No offense, but I hope not. We all think, like, especially when we're younger. I'm almost 38 now. All of my 20s were full of going to the bar, partying, of course.
Oh, yeah, that was my priority in my 20s.
Right? Like,
Even part of my 30s.
Nothing wrong with that.
live that life, do what you need to do. However, and like you do meet great friends that way when you're
Totally.
younger and that age. Some of my friends I have now are still from that era. If you're a bit older or if that's not your scene, try so many things. I honestly think that activity, like physical activity, is a really great way. If it's not skiing and snowboarding, who cares? It doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
For sure.
But it can be like there's so many like intramural sports. There's volleyball nights. Open mics are a great way.
So
You
fun.
don't have to drink when you're there if you don't want to.
Trivia.
You can get wasted when you're there if you want to. Whatever. Trivia nights. Like Banff Life does a whole bunch of really cool meetup stuff. Heather Jordan and I host community singing every Wednesday in the Pioneer Room. Like there's so many community events that happen. A lot of them are free. And volunteer as well. Like, cause I think that if you want to actually meet people in the community, you need to become part of the community. And I think there's so many cool volunteer opportunities. The hospital is always looking for people, like St. Martha's in long-term care. The seniors are so cute. Like, can confirm, I work there. Just doing really cool stuff. There's like free barbecues in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
Like, get online and just like challenge yourself and go to an event. Even if you don't know anybody, there's definitely people who are also at that event who do not know anyone.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Before I went on my little trip, I volunteered at a little event for the Mo Mile. Big shout out to Cheryl and
Nice.
everyone who
Oh, yeah,
attended
yeah.
that. And like, I went there by myself. It's not like I
Yeah.
went there with friends or something, but by the end of the day, everyone that's helping out, like, you become friends with them. And then
Exactly.
you leave with a whole bunch of new homies,
New
right?
connections,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. That would be the challenge, I think,
Yeah.
to those out there that want to really make a place in the community is
Yeah.
go be and take time
Yeah.
in the community. And
Yeah, because
And-
you're welcome. Like, we need people
For
to
sure.
care about the community, and especially as like we're getting older, the younger folks are becoming more and more important, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're becoming the generation that is kind of, I don't want to say in charge or anything, but like, we're the ones who are kind of spearheading things, and we're starting to, start projects and start the events and stuff like that. So like we need young people and older people to come out and
And especially with
out.
like the grind mentality and like just
fuck
taking
the
the
grind.
time to like, I don't know, slow down a bit and just like recognize like, okay, like where do I want to put my time? Like if I'm only here, for example, for a couple years, like for now, unless that
So you
changes.
think,
Yeah. I don't know, like, how do I make the most of it? Like, if that's going to Mel's, then good on you. Like,
Totally.
I'm in full support of that because
Yeah.
like we say, like that, and like I'm kind of that social person who, like that
You are.
extroversion, like extrovertedness, like
If you want to
that-
make it in the community, just send this guy a message. Like,
I'll hook you up.
Just,
Yeah.
just go hang out with Arn for an
Yeah,
afternoon.
just
He'll
be-
give you the
Become
tour.
Arn's friend.
Yeah, tour Banff. Yeah, personalized. Yeah, we'll go to Mel's for one.
Yeah, right.
Just the one. Yeah, it's just like I don't know. Yeah, where was I going with that? Just like slowing down and yeah, just like have like reflection. Like it all comes back to like just thinking about what is it that I want to do here and. If you're true to yourself, then I don't know. You'll never be disappointed.
I think the opportunities will
cute.
arise if you really love this place and you put yourself in those positions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it's chatting to your community, being involved.
Yeah.
All those kind of help grow your resources, you know?
And there's so much. Speaking of resources, like there's so much here.
Yeah.
Like it's overwhelming a lot of times to like understand and like be aware of everything that's available. Like there's so many different niche communities. We have our climbing community, mountain biking, snowboarding, skiing, touring, everything, man. Like running and
It's
I
easy
know,
to
yeah.
get specialized here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
are into any one of those things you just mentioned,
Yeah.
there is like the entry level available, but there's also the deep dive and the
Yeah.
super extreme of that available if you want to take it that far. So yeah, my advice to anyone out there is if you're interested in any of that, just start doing it.
Yeah,
you know?
push yourself.
Don't be scared.
Yeah.
What's something from back home? You mentioned the East Coast quite a bit. Lots of references there.
Are you from Newfoundland?
What's something from back home you wish people in the Rockies understood a little bit more about East Coast culture? Like you just mentioned the grind mentality.
yeah.
Is that something that you find is more prevalent here than the East Coast?
I mean, there is like a bit more. I always get the meaning of lackadaisical, but that's what in my mind. That's what it means. Like just like a more of a carefree attitude
Yeah.
in that sense. Yeah, people talk about like island time. Like Newfoundland
Oh, yeah.
is literally on island time. It's like got its own time zone.
The half hour, yeah.
Half hour ahead.
Yeah. They're ahead of us all.
Yeah, ahead of the game. Yeah.
So technically they are ahead.
Yeah.
But when you talk about island time, they're more chill about it.
Exactly. Yeah, because you got that extra half hour to
Yeah.
just like take it easy,
Yeah.
right?
They had to add the extra half hour to even everything out.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get a few more beer in you.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I think there's definitely is that part that comes with it, just like the. But that being said, too, I have noticed like people are always like, "Man, Aaron, like you're from Newfoundland, like Newfies are the best," and
They are.
personally, I will like say this, like some people see the term Newfie as an offensive term. Now, if you're not from Newfoundland, I will advise you to take caution because there is a generation and there are people who
Yes.
do take offense to the term Newfie. Just in my experience, I've never really heard it as used in a derogatory way, especially being here and like where Alberta has traditionally like a big
Tons of East Coasters out here.
population.
Totally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
East Coast
tons.
population. So yeah, like they're always like, "Oh, Aaron, like yeah, Newfoundlanders are the best. Like you're so kind and gentle." And I'm like, "But like man, like I find that here too in Banff. Like it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
small town mentality. Like people are like more familiar. You get to know your
for
community
sure.
a bit more in that way. Talking about big cities and that, like, you know, yeah.
I was just recently listening to this guy Chase Hughes. I think it was Chase Hughes. He's like a ex-CIA guy, like psyop dude. Very
Oh, I
interesting
love
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
But what?
Oh, yeah.
Part of what they mention is like your interactions with people, and it really depends on the amount of people that you're around. So in a small town, right? You cut someone off on the road or you bump into someone in the grocery store, you're probably going to see that person again. So every interaction becomes a little bit more meaningful in
Yeah.
the grand scheme of things. Whereas in a city, if you're in a city of 2
Totally.
million people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you cut someone off in traffic, you're never going to see them again. Fuck
Yeah.
them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Who cares? So you kind of become a little bit less empathetic the more
Yeah.
people you surround yourself by, right?
Interesting, yeah.
And it's something that's like observable in humans, that the small town mentality
Totally.
True.
really kind like it's a proven thing.
Remember
Yeah.
the other day, Chris the Greek cut us off?
Oh yeah.
And he's not actually Greek too. He's Romanian. I don't know why we call him that. I was like, and then I was like, oh, it's Chris.
Yeah. He's local, that's okay.
Getting ready to just light somebody up, and you're like, oh, never mind, that's a homie.
Yeah.
There's that like
Have a great day.
duality of empathy, essentially,
Totally.
you know? Yeah, it's like, oh, like we give a pass on, like if one of our friends or like a local does that,
Yeah.
like, we give them the benefit of the doubt.
Sometimes if people do a really shitty park job, I'll check to see if they have a resident pass. And if they do, I'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's why I
It's
didn't put
fine.
any overheard stickers on my car. I didn't want to end up with a bad park job on overheard.
Totally, yeah. The other piece I was going to mention, because I thought about this question in particular last night, one thing that I wish people out here knew better, especially in Banff, like, is just recognize, because like I see on Overheard all the time, it's like, oh, fucking town doesn't plow the roads, and like the snow management is so piss poor, and like, okay, just go to Newfoundland, boys. Like you just gotta like go there when there's like
We got
20 centimeters is all it takes. You don't need a friggin' snowstorm. You just need some flurries. Like, it's so much easier. Like, the snow management here is so
It's
much
great.
easier than the
Yeah.
East Coast. Like, even in Ontario, like, just the density.
Even
like,
the West Coast.
The wet snow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the West
wet-
Coast, too. Yeah.
The wet stuff, man.
You're breaking your back trying to shovel.
Dude,
Your park.
when we scrape our car in the morning, like, we don't even scrape it. We just brush
Dust
it off.
just
Like,
brush it off, yeah.
Do you guys know how easy that is?
Yeah,
Like,
Ontario snow sucks
my
real
God.
bad, too. It's just
Yeah.
like wet and heavy, just like shoveling straight water.
yeah.
You're just like,
Exactly.
why is this so goddamn heavy?
I know. It's like 40 pounds.
Yeah.
And
I
then
was
10
just-
minutes later, it's ice.
Yeah.
And I was just in Ontario, like, it's cold there. Like,
Yes.
-2 there.
I know,
Yeah.
it's different.
So they have
The
the, like,
humidity.
feels like.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it factors in the humidity. Like, -2 feels like -11.
yeah.
This is terrible.
And it
I
cuts
felt
ya.
like, yeah.
Minus 20 here is no sweat.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, toughies from the mountains, you know, can't handle the cold. I was like, I've been frozen the whole time. The whole time. Let's get back to music here a little bit. When did you guys both start playing individually and then together?
Ooh, personally, piano was my first instrument. I
Same.
started learning when I was 4 years old from Mr. Murley. Shout out to Dave Murley. Hope you're well. So he was my piano teacher in grade 1 because I started kindergarten when I was. Hold on, my birthday's in October, but I started kindergarten in September.
Right.
So
So you
I
were
was still 4 in grade 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
No. That's not how that
the math
works.
checks out somehow. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry.
So-
It's
yeah,
all
don't worry
adding up,
about
yeah.
it. Got it.
I had Mr. Murley for my not only for my private piano teacher, but also for my like core music school teacher.
Cool.
So I learned piano from him from kindergarten to grade 12, grade 1 to grade 12.
Holy shit.
And
Sweet.
also like ukulele, recorder, guitar. What else? Trombone. I played in junior high and high school. All
Nice.
from Mr. Murley. And
You
so
were a
like,
boner. I didn't know that.
yeah, oh yeah,
Wow.
the finest trombonist. You know,
In Sunnyside.
yeah, in Arnold's Cove. Yeah.
Sorry.
We went to
So
school in
wait,
Arnold's
did
Cove.
you go? Was it K to 12, like the one school?
No, so I have Mr. Murley taught at the 3 schools. So
I
I went
see.
to R.K. Gardner.
What a busy guy.
I know, yeah. So we would have him like certain days of the week, and so we would have Mr. Murley, like in Sunnyside, and then
And
when
then he would go to the other schools.
yeah, and then when the 3 schools combined, he was the primary music teacher. Because does that make sense?
No.
Okay,
But
so
that's fine.
He taught
was
at
the-
like
you're-
Sunnyside,
he was
Arnold's
your
Cove, and Southern
Merlin
Harbor.
music man.
Yeah, he got around. Yeah, yeah.
I would like to know, like, how many people he's, like, got that spark of
Right?
music into.
How
It's
many
gotta be,
people
like,
totally.
are
thousands,
reminiscing
you know what I
on
mean?
the
Yeah,
same
like, you're not the-
memory?
I'm sure you're not the only one.
Totally, yeah, and
That's
like
cool.
ironic too that he wasn't from Newfoundland. He was from Ontario too. So,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he of course, embraced like the Newfoundland culture. Like we did like some Newfoundland tunes, some East Coast tunes, but like also just a well-rounded understanding of like theory even and
Cool.
and rhythm and yeah. So very
wow.
very grateful for his help along
Teachers
the way.
make a difference.
Yeah.
For sure. They should get paid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Agree.
What about you, Caitlin? When did you start with music? And then we'll get to how you guys
Yeah.
both came together.
I started with piano as well. Apologies, I don't remember who my first teacher was. Shout out to whoever you were. I think I was 3. I think I one up you on that one. Although you're a much better piano player than I
One
am.
down if you were only 3.
Oh, right. Shit. Okay. I feel so good about myself. And then I don't know. I remember I just have always been playing music. Like there wasn't really a moment or anything.
Yeah.
We were asked this. We were in a workshop a few weeks ago, and they're like, "When did you start writing songs?" And I was like, "Holy shit, I have no idea." And I remember being in, I think it was like grade 3 or 4, and telling my mom that I was going to be in a band with 3 other people, and we were going to be called the 4 Seasons because my middle name is Spring.
Nice.
So there's that. And so I thought, like, oh my God, this is so brilliant. There'll be an autumn, a summer, a winter. And then my mom told me that the 4 Seasons were already a thing and that, like, can't happen.
I picked you over Frankie.
I think Vivaldi got that one.
I know.
Yeah. I think Vivaldi wins that one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
also think so too. So that's like the first crushing moment in my music career was that I remember. But yeah, I don't know. I've always been playing music. I was in an all-girl pop punk band when I was 17.
Nice.
We were called Hole to China, but through a distorted microphone, it often sounds like old vagina. So we played with a lot of like metal bands and stuff back then, and we were like, our pseudonym was Old Vagina. But yeah, that is so basically my for always.
It's just been
Yeah,
It's part of life. It's all melded
Yeah.
in with the other aspects of life, you know?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a big core identity piece.
Yeah,
sure.
bands come and go, and you just with the ebbs and flows of everyday life, you know.
I love it.
Yeah.
And how did you guys come to meet and play together?
Well, we've known each other for 5.5, going on 6 years, I guess.
No, it's like 7 or 8.
Okay, 7 or 8 years actually.
Well, time flies.
Yeah, right.
No, it's
Banffnesia, man. Like,
Yeah. Kudos to Raffi for that one. I think that's where I originally heard that term.
Banffnesia. Yeah, that's definitely a Raffi.
good old Raph.
Love you, Raph.
We saw him up at the film festival. He was a pretty busy
good.
guy.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
always
yeah.
so busy.
Oh, yeah.
I literally have to work with him to get to hang out with him. We're doing the Christmas market together
Oh,
right
okay.
now, and so
Nice.
that's the only reason I get to see Raffi. But
So we've known each other for a couple of years now. A few.
Yes, several
more than
years.
several years. And we like met probably
we
at
think
Tommy's
at
open
Tommy's.
mic.
We're not 100% sure, but
Yeah.
Tommy brings a lot of people together.
For sure.
So
Yeah.
we think that that's probably where
Greeks
we met.
and Newfoundlanders have a lot in common, actually. in that way.
Especially with pouring alcohol down people's throats.
Common trait.
You're both very good at that.
Yeah.
Met over a couple shots of Ouzo, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Genuinely, yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
We played in a band together in like 2019.
Just
I
before
think.
COVID, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. That was already 6 years ago.
Yeah.
We were
Jeez.
called Goats on the Road. And shout out to our other homies. And yeah, I think we only played one show.
That was it. It was the
And
show
then
that
COVID
brought
happened.
COVID on. We caused COVID. Yeah.
guys
COVID
caused it
2020 was
yourself,
Goats
yeah.
on the Road.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, and that was. I don't know if this is the next question, but it was like that's would have been my most memorable experience for a show.
Really?
Well, like that I could recently think of.
Was the
Yeah.
show that created
in the
COVID?
at St.
Oh,
George's?
cool.
Yeah,
Because
Okay.
it was like the first lockdown, I think, was it was St. Patrick's Day,
yeah,
wasn't it?
This was like March 8th, I
Yeah.
think.
It was
the
like
show, 'cause
early March. Yeah.
It was, I remember, I think it was International Women's Day / Josiah's birthday.
Oh yeah, it was.
Oh,
Josiah's
yeah.
birthday,
Yeah, so.
Um,
Anyway.
Shout out to Josiah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
shit.
OG,
Oh, yeah.
Overheard.
For sure, our
guy,
first
yeah.
guest.
First
Yeah.
guest, yeah.
First
yeah,
guest.
first
Oh,
official
good.
guest, yeah.
Oh, that's the perfect first guest.
So obviously, great names for bands is something you guys are pretty good at. Goats on the Road's pretty sweet. Alberta Coast Guard.
Thank you.
Take us through how you came up with the name, because I love it.
Well, we were on our couch. I don't know. I think we were trying to combine the fact that we're both from the coast. That's very important to us. We talk fairly frequently about how we miss the ocean, but we love the mountains, so what the hell are you going to do?
Yeah.
Irony plays into it too.
We do love irony and sarcasm. Yeah.
And I guess the catalyst too, because we had to think of a stage name for
That's right.
Springfest.
It
Right?
was procrastination and pressure.
That's when the
That
most
really,
work gets
yeah,
done.
you know? Yeah, for East Cooley, we had to pick a name because sometimes, when we would play together, it'll just be named like Arn and Caitlin. And our buddy Braden Drew, we were playing at Beaver Bar one night, and Braden is a fully grown man, but somehow got a hold of markers and drew on the back of a menu what is supposed to be me and Arn with our guitars playing.
Yeah.
And he said, like, live music with Arn and Caitlin. And for some reason, that moment, I was like, okay, we need to, like, up our game. But we do, I have that picture still. It's, like, on our fridge somewhere. And it was beautiful. However, I think it was kind of a motivating factor, and like maybe we should be more than just Arn and Caitlin if we're gonna keep playing together.
And we didn't even use like ChatGPT, I don't think.
Fuck no, we didn't. We did not. It's all from up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Google, suggest some.
So I saw this article the other day, and it was about people that use AI for their creativeness, right?
Yeah.
And so there's specifically around like creativeness in like movies and scripts and stuff like that, right? So they're doing these tests with different AI models, right? Whole bunch of different AI models. They fed them the exact same prompts, and then all 5 different AI models came out with a kind of similar script, right? The whole idea was to kind of show the human creativity and that AI is really not it right now.
Yeah.
So they give the same prompts to 5 different writers or directors. Humans, and you come out
Cool.
like they're not even close.
Love
There's
it.
no matching pieces through all 5 of them.
Yeah.
So like, I brought this up before, maybe on the pod. There's a movie called Transcendence with Johnny Depp. It's about AI and how it kind of takes over the world.
Right.
AI in that instance, in that film, fiction by the way, so it comes up with like novel technologies that humans could never comprehend, right?
Right.
It's like the AI that we have now is not coming up with creative solutions to our
No.
problems.
No.
It's just regurgitating stuff that it's learned
What's
online,
already
what's
exists.
already there.
Yeah.
So like to say that it's to use it for a creative purpose,
No.
it's kind of dumb. Like
Yeah.
you're selling yourself short,
Not valid. Yeah.
and then you're not exercising your own creativity.
Totally.
So keep that in mind next time you're trying to be creative and you pull that app up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's also really bad for the environment, but that's a whole other thing.
Yeah. Remember who wins in iRobot?
Dude, you should see how much goddamn RAM for a PC costs right now. Like because of the AI,
Really?
like all the AI stuff, dude. It's like 32 gigs of RAM is like $1,000.
Jesus.
Yeah.
We're lucky we got the
produced
PC.
enough.
We're lucky we got
NVIDIA.
the new laptop when we did because it's insane. Like you want 64 gigs of RAM right now? It's like the same price as like a 5090 graphics card. It's like $2,000.
Yeah.
And it's like it was at like last year it was like, oh, you want 32 gigs of RAM? It's $120.
I was reading how it might like kill the gaming industry
Yeah.
too, like
Yeah.
for next gen.
Yeah.
Like the next Xbox purportedly wants to have 40. Hold on, I guess it would be 64 like gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
That's going to be like $1 million. You know?
Oh, it's insane, dude. Like it's just wild, but no.
So think twice next time before
No
you
doubt.
pull it up.
I hardly know what you're talking about, but it sounds like it really sucks.
It does.
So,
Yeah.
And especially when it comes to music, like
Boo.
the AI stuff's just bad. Have you heard like the country music that it makes? Like it's funny,
Okay.
like it's good for a joke.
Yeah.
Except for the song that Tommy did.
Oh
Tommy
yeah,
Jr.
the only really
The only AI
like the
song I
best
like.
AI example
Yes.
Of music, at least that I've heard so far, is shout out to Tommy Sukas, Tommy Jr.
Little Tommy.
Yeah, LT. So we used to do country night down at High Rollers, and he actually created. Well, he got AI to create with his input.
Yeah.
like what was it? High Rollers Throwdown. So it was like Honky Tonk Tom and Cheryl Fern.
It was pretty
God.
good. So it would be like their theme song. He would play it at the beginning of Country Night, which used to be the last Thursday of every month.
Yeah.
And then like Arn would play a live music set, talking about live music and DJs, right?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Arn would play a live set, and then Honky Tonk Tom would come along, and then he would DJ, and that would be the first song he would play. So it was pretty fun.
A nice little kind of segue
Yeah.
into it. That's
Exactly.
dope.
Yeah.
When you guys come to write music, how does that process look like? Do you write together? Do you write separately? How do those ideas kind of come together to a finished product?
Pretty separately, at least
Yeah.
like in the state we're in now.
Pretty fucking separate.
Yeah. We just have like, I don't know, two different minds, I think, and life experiences, shall I say. I like feel like I'm right about the most banal shit or banal. And
Let's go banal. Let's just go all out.
the whole thing was just banal.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I had like my inventory of songs it features hits such as Green Pants, Airplane on the Highway, which we'll get into.
Yes.
Keep Your Dog on a Leash.
Oh, I love that one.
Crispy Mountain Air.
Yes, that one's ironic.
Yeah. So like yeah, just very
Sleep in my tent.
Sleep in
That's
My
a good
Tent. That's a
one.
banger. Yeah.
That's a banger.
Yeah, it is.
Certified.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hot jam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
just very,
So, like, the
surface
content
level
matters a
with
bit
some
different?
like innuendo, but like
And there's humor.
PG innuendo. Like Sleep in My
Yeah.
Tent talks about like going on a fun
It's
camping
actually
trip.
very
you know?
wholesome. I wish it was a bit raunchier, but it's quite wholesome.
Yeah. Will we climb a mountain? Will we swim in the lake? Will we listen to T Swift? Will we listen to Drake? That's just a
Yeah,
snippet.
that's
All
a-
great things to do while camping.
Yeah,
for sure.
totally. Yeah.
And what about you? Is Caitlin, your subject matter is a little different, I would take it?
Slightly, yeah.
So I like to write about death and breakups.
So more like T Swift.
Exactly.
Except what I used to do, it's more of like the Stevie Nicks version though, because like when I was playing with my old music partner, we were also in a relationship as well for like 10 years or something. So
Looking forward to the future.
Oh my God, no. This is so different. So yeah, it was so tumultuous, the relationship. So then we would like break up, get back together, break up, and then we would both write songs about each other, and then we would
wild.
play them together. And
So a lot like
like
Stevie.
Nick.
A lot like
Yeah.
Stevie Nicks. Yeah.
yeah. So it was like very Stevie Lindsay, and like we're not on good terms like they are, but yeah. So it was a lot more sad. I think in comparison to your songs, like mine, you can cry along to more easily. And when my pets die and when people I love die, that's usually, I'm really working on not being inspired by the morbid parts of life and like the depressing parts. I have like one song, Blackberry Thorn, is like uplifting.
Yeah.
And that wasn't written about sad stuff.
That was about life.
It was. It
Yeah.
was about like the cyclical nature of the seasons and like, and then I just stopped. That was the only song I think I've really written. Like some of the other songs are, I only love you when you're gone. Lots of love.
More about feelings.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
definitely
Which is
how
fun. Like, that's how you express yourself.
Yeah,
right?
it's how I get my shit out for sure.
I've talked about my feelings before.
That one time.
Yeah.
There was that one
I
time.
love my green pants.
Yeah, I love them. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I talk about love.
Yeah.
How do you find being a couple kind of shapes the final outcome when it comes to performing together?
Oh,
Because you guys, it's fun.
Yeah,
You
oh,
can
yeah.
tell,
Yeah.
it's a great time. Harvest Fest was kind of my first time seeing you guys live.
Sure, yeah.
And it
Great.
translates to a really fun time on stage.
Good.
Yeah, you
I'm
guys,
so
like,
glad.
I think it just goes back to our like foundation of our friendship more than anything. Like
Yeah.
before we were in a relationship, like romantically, we're friends for so long. So I really think that built the hull of the
Aw.
performance, you know?
Yeah.
Or
Good boat reference.
yeah, throwback.
Yeah.
Really
But
sets the anchor, you know.
Yeah.
Long-term
There you go.
relationship. you know.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think there's I went to theater school as well, so I think that really helps in terms of just stage antics and being comfortable on stage and
Fair enough.
yeah, just breaking down that fourth wall. I don't really think the fourth wall is there. Yeah, not at all. So that being said,
Yeah.
we just have fun on stage and play
Arn-
back and forth, and we're able to
Yeah.
not cut each other off at all.
No,
and
never. We never do that.
jump on each other's sentences.
Never.
No.
We always let each other finish.
That was real good.
Yeah. Arn has fun on stage, and I try really hard to
Yeah.
have fun on stage. Arn, honest to God, is the I was just gonna try and make a really bad Arn I was gonna try and make Arn and Anchor into one, and it just I'm not
no.
gonna go there. He's the anchor of us on stage because I'm a perfectionist and it sucks.
Yeah, if the sound system. Sorry for cutting you off. If
We
the-
literally never do
Yeah,
that.
not at all. First time.
Yeah.
If the power system went or if the PA system blew up,
Oh God.
I'm the kind of person that would just take the guitar and just go down to the audience, you know?
Newfoundland in
That's
you.
yeah, that's that
Which is
communal,
great.
and we experienced that too, when we were
Oh,
in
yeah.
St. John's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They literally do.
the
do
sound
that.
system
Yeah.
wasn't working, or the sound. Yeah.
The sound person. I
Yeah, the
think.
sound person.
Yeah.
Sound guys, man, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's okay. That's my job too. I get it. We get a lot of flack.
Yeah, so I just breaking it down to the roots of the performance, and
Yeah.
I know literally performers play on a stage, but just bringing that down so that we're all on an
And that's-
even level. you know?
That's why I love busking.
Yeah.
Is
It's a good
because
analogy.
it's no
The
pressure.
connection.
Yeah, fair,
It's
yeah.
so easy. There's no barrier, which is sometimes a good thing, sometimes a bad thing, between you and the other people. When there's alcohol involved, I mean, there's some stories, that are not okay. However, 98% of the time, it's awesome, you know? And I think when you are literally on a stage or in an environment that is a bit different from where your audience is, I don't know, I just put a lot of pressure on myself and I just really want to do a good job. And I didn't go to theater school, so I don't know if maybe if that's the problem or whatever, I don't know, but I really like to do a good job. And so sometimes it can be really hard for me to have fun.
Yeah.
So you're good for me in that way that I really do need to try harder to just
They
I
help-
need to just take a gummy and give her shit, you know?
Even the now.
Yeah.
A couple of beers before you get on stage never hurts, but
Yeah.
you gotta watch that. I know, I noticed coming from bands and
Yeah.
going to DJing now, people if you're in a metal band, nobody will get on stage. As soon as you start DJing, there's fucking 10 people up there. They're like, "Oh man, can you play some fishing, mate? Play some fishing, mate." And it's can you get your beer away from this
Oh my
$20,000
God.
worth
I'm
of shit?
losing
Yeah.
it.
It's just coming up what are you doing, man? What are
Yeah.
you doing? It's
That's very
there's
funny,
nobody
to
gives a
recognize.
shit. If you're a DJ, people will just come right up to the decks.
That's
it's
funny.
even
man.
even if I'm at Mel's and you're on stage, I had to tell this guy, I'm you got to get the fuck away from this shit.
Yeah.
Not 10 seconds later, guy eats it, knocks over a whole
Yes.
table full of drinks. I'm see, that's why
Yes.
we didn't want you over here.
Yeah.
Metal band, no one's in the middle,
Yeah.
all scared.
Yeah.
They're all hanging out at the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They're
That's so funny.
oh, it's great, dude.
What is your biggest musical hot take?
Oh,
Oh man. You have hotter takes than I do, I feel.
do I?
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, I just thought of one. This is a bit hot. Oh my gosh, how do I phrase this diplomatically? I'm not going to.
Yeah, don't.
That's what makes it hot. We are very we're fortunate as musicians to make good money if we work hard enough for it. I say we're fortunate, and I hesitate because it's a lot of work as well. You invest a lot of time, a lot of money into the gear that you potentially provide for venues when you're playing a show, the amount of time you rehearse and practice, maybe the lessons you've paid for, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I'll say the going rate for a live musician is $125 per hour. That can be really great. And I find that when you say that to a lot of non-musicians, they're just like, oh my God, that's amazing. I should become a musician. Like the amount of people who will say like, I need to become a musician. Like, yes, you should. If that's what you really want to do, please don't do it for the money.
And on that too, like the venues sometimes are like, oh my God, that's so much money.
Totally, right?
But it's not.
And there's a lot of venues who will still pay. They'll pay $100 an hour, which is still that's great. Once you get into the flow of things, and if you're playing all the time, you have to practice less. So whatever you accept, whatever rate you're okay with. My hot take, however, is this town is full of musicians who are so talented, so lovely. And full of opportunity, like we've already discussed. $125 an hour also should come with a certain level of professionalism and skill.
Yep.
And I hear, I think that people should go for it. I mean, like we've already said, like challenge yourself, like get out into the community, try things that you're a bit nervous to do. However, when it comes to playing a gig, especially when you're getting a decent amount of money, it devalues the rest of us who are working really, really hard when someone goes into a gig unprepared.
Not enough material.
Like just with not $125 an hour worth of music and performance.
Fair.
And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't go for those gigs. Like you completely should. However, I think that maybe being honest with yourself about like, okay, well, when will I be ready for a gig like that? Or if I'm not ready, how can I make it so, who can I share this gig with or whatever? How can I make it so that I am giving $125 an hour worth value so that the rest of us, because venues are trying to undercut musicians and performers, and they will go with the cheaper musicians or acts. So I think it's important for all of us to kind of stand together as like an emotional union, I'm not saying we should actually unionize, but I think being on
why not?
being on the same page at the very least is really important. And
there's also unofficial ways of doing that, right? Like if you look at business, Ski Big 3 was created so the ski hills didn't compete with each other. Like there's these things are in place for that reason. Yeah, devaluing someone's work, then if someone doesn't deliver that $125 worth, and that bar owner, restaurant owner, whatever it may be, is apprehensive about booking that next act.
Totally.
So when I always try to sell my services, I promise this, I deliver that.
Yeah,
I think it's
exactly.
always my mentality.
Totally.
Unfortunately, not the case with everyone.
Well, dude, I've played shows before, like especially in like heavier bands. Like if you're in a hardcore band or like a heavy metal band, it's like sometimes it's just like you almost feel like you're inconveniencing the venue.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's like they're like, oh, it's fucking shitty metal band. It's like, well, it's not really shitty. I mean, you might not like that music. Like, I hate country music, so I might think your country act last night fucking sucks. So sorry.
Yeah.
Like Caitlin said, it's like, dude, for a heavy metal band to show up to a gig, it's like you're probably bringing like close to $40,000 worth of your own gear.
Yeah.
You got to book a day off. You got to drive there. You got to have a
Totally.
jam space that you've got to pay for monthly.
There's several of you.
Yeah, there's several of us. So it's like if you're like, oh, here's $100, it's like, well, there's 4 of us. So thanks for the $25.
That doesn't cover our gas, probably.
It doesn't even cover our gas.
Yeah.
It's like I played shows before where they're like, here's 2 drink tickets. It's like, well, there's 5 of us in the band. They're like, that's all you get, man.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, guys, you want to rock, paper, scissors for like who's getting drink tickets today?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, it can be good. It can be bad. I mean, if you're playing a little more mainstream stuff, definitely
Yeah.
makes it a little easier. Like especially as a DJ, like
It does.
In the
I could,
valley.
I could go out and
like-
play like the heaviest dubstep of all the time, but
Yeah.
it's just going to empty your
Yeah.
club, dude. Like you got to kind of know where you're playing, right? Like
Yeah.
play to your space.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, play to
and
your
that's
space.
that ties it back to for sure. Like, sorry, I had something and then
Sorry, Aaron.
Do you have a hot take, a musical hot
no,
take?
I agree with everything. Caitlin's definitely a bit like would be a bit more vocal about that, but like I feel the same way, and like not trying to be like elitist at all, but
No.
like just like honest, like
Yeah.
and know your worth in a good and a bad way. Like just like you can't just try to be an influencer and expect to have like 40,000 followers overnight.
Yeah.
Like you have to start somewhere, and like that doesn't always mean
You don't always
getting
start from
paid,
the
like-
top.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Drake said it best. Start at the bottom. Now we hear.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
exactly, right.
Precisely.
Yeah.
I think the motivation is what really dictates kind of longevity in that game. Like,
Yeah.
it's part of your life. It's
Yeah.
not like you're doing this just to book that $125 gig
Exactly.
and then
Yeah.
you've
What
made
are
it.
your intentions
Yeah,
here? you know?
right. It's like the music's coming out of you whether you're getting paid for it or not. If you
Yeah.
get paid for it, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should probably get paid more.
Yeah, totally.
We all could,
And I mean,
right?
like, we don't want to say, like, you know, if you're a plumber, like, oh man, if you're just so fucking passionate about plumbing, you should just go out there and, like, plumb for exposure. You know? Like,
Yeah.
like you
Plum
know?
for exposure.
Like,
That's a new band name right there. Yeah. Plum for exposure.
yeah.
So
like,
good.
so, you know, it's so funny. As soon as you insert a different profession,
Yeah.
it doesn't
It
make
seems
any sense.
ridiculous.
Like, oh my God, who would plumb for free? Like, I would never expect that. Like,
Yeah.
but as soon as it's an artist, all of a sudden, like, yeah, well, why won't you work for free? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
I do also think like some of the onus comes down on the venue organizer or
Totally.
like in terms of like being honest with the musician too, because I think like especially in like our North American culture, there's like this culture of like empathy and not wanting to like offend. I think
Pussyfooting around.
Yeah, pussyfooting
Yeah,
around. So I think like if they're not a good fit, then
Yeah.
you like I don't know, as like a manager, I feel like you should be able to communicate with them if that's
Yeah.
not a good fit for your venue.
For
you know?
sure.
Good one.
Again, I've been in that position before where I'm like managing a venue and the act comes on. You're like,
Oh shit.
you know, I'm not gonna name it. Like it's okay, right?
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
like, wow, like I don't know, would I be in that position to be like, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very tough.
I know, yeah, and it's yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to like kill anyone's dreams of
No.
like being a performer,
For sure.
for example. You know.
Yeah.
But,
So, what would be your advice to artists out there besides knowing their worth, either good or bad?
become a plumber.
My old singer's a plumber. He's doing all right.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's
yeah.
great.
All the plumbers I know are doing
Yeah,
pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially
it's a
in this-
shitty job. But
Especially, yeah, no pun intended. Yeah.
Totally
no,
intended.
it's
Absolutely.
I wouldn't mind being. Well, I don't know.
Well, hold on.
I-
a second. I think going to open mics is a really great
That's a great
idea.
start. Yeah.
And not just, I don't know, not just to get up on a stage, but to meet people. It's practice time.
Yeah.
A lot of what open mics can be really good for too is if you don't have your own gear,
Yeah.
practicing with a microphone is so different than practicing at home.
Oh yeah.
Other people as
without-
well.
Oh my
Like
gosh,
to
like
jam with if you're open
totally
to like collab,
but jam with other
jamming,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jam with a drummer if you can. If you don't have a drummer, get a little amp that has like beats on it or something. Learn to
808.
learn to play with a beat so that like more than just a click track, so that you can maybe play with other people. Because if you can play with other people, the more like you'll be more desirable, you
Yeah,
know,
for
like
sure.
people
Yeah.
want to be like, oh, hey, come jam with
Yeah.
us or something, you know, that's how you meet people. And if you don't jam, that's totally cool too. But like get out there and meet some people and don't be afraid to ask for advice. Like
Totally, yeah.
I've been really blessed, and I think Arn has too, with people asking us for advice. Like not that I know everything, I certainly don't. But I do have experience, and I think it's really fucking cool when people who are on the younger side, have less experience, are just honest and ask like, hey, what do you think I should do? Or like, what would you what would you do if you were me or something?
And taking that at face value for sure.
Totally.
You know,
Oh my
like,
God. Take
this
that
is
with
not
a
the
grain of
gospel truth here. you
Hell
know?
no.
But like, yeah, like that. I love when people ask for advice or like, yeah, get, hey, like, yeah, what do you think about this? But yeah, like, here's what I would probably do. But
Yeah.
like, you do you, man. You know.
And buy your own gear.
Oh yeah.
Please.
Yeah, if you're
We've loaned gear out.
Gonna be a professional musician.
You gotta have your own gear. Sorry to
sure.
say, at least a microphone, some cables, and a mic stand. You gotta invest.
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, great advice, I would say. What would you say, what type of non-musical art inspires you the most when you're in that creative space? Is it like an artist, a painter, a writer, a chef, filmmaking? What kind of gets you going?
Good question, Dan. Great question.
Thank you.
I'll pass it over to Caitlin.
I have a twofold answer. Film is definitely a huge one for me. I love great film and great storytelling. Storytelling is probably my favorite part of any type of art. So in music, that's kind of what I gravitate towards. Like, I love to add an aspect of storytelling to my songwriting. So film is super huge. And the original art, nature
Nice.
is huge. Like, man, there's just so many lovely like sounds you can hear, and so many lovely. Hello, folks. Nice to see you.
No, they're not
No.
open until 4.
Yeah, it's closed.
We're just shooting a podcast, but hello.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all good. Have a great day.
That's okay. Enjoy Banff.
Overheard.
Yeah,
Overheard
give us a
podcast.
follow.
They did follow us here, maybe.
Yeah.
They saw it. They're like, I know the podcast is going on in there. Let's go see what's up.
Exactly. We'll pretend
Turn
we
it
don't
into
know.
like a tiny desk, you know, just
Yeah.
have the people.
Oh yeah, Tiny Desk. That's a sweet one.
Oh, yeah.
What's
Tiny,
next?
tiny room, tiny tap.
What's next for you guys? Where can people see you next? Anything in the works?
Oh yeah, tomorrow night at Tommy's.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, what have we got?
Tommy's
going
on
Easy
club.
peasy.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Alberta Coast Guard.
10 p.m.
Yeah. So we're
Is the
in the
semifinals.
semifinals. And we're no strangers to Tommy's Unplugged Battle of the Bands,
That's
hosted
right.
by Tommy's Pub and Gary Gonis.
Big
Yeah.
shout out.
Oh, heck yeah.
Huge shout out.
Yeah. Thomas's Ouzo Emporium.
Yeah.
I'd say, like, if you want to get into anything like music adjacent in Banff, just hang out with Gary.
Yeah.
Totally. If you
Oh, yeah.
if you get on with Gary, like
Oh,
and-
man.
yeah.
Gary is the reason that I started playing music. Like, busking, he saw us busking, and right away, if he likes you, even if he doesn't really like you, actually,
Yeah.
like he'll probably
He'll still
try
help
and,
you out, yeah.
He'll probably try and help you.
For
He'll
sure.
be like, hey, you want this gig? You want this gig? So go to Tommy's, get Gary to see you, be very nice to him, and
And
Bob's your
volunteer.
uncle. Yeah, and volunteer.
Volunteer.
Yeah.
They're always looking for a hand. I think, like, we were all helping out the Harvest Fest.
Oh my
and,
gosh,
like,
yes. Yes.
Those guys do a lot of work for
Yeah.
this town, so
They
big
do.
shout out.
Yeah.
One little question I did want to ask before we go,
Yeah.
especially with Arn's songs, you mentioned a lot of funny titles.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing that's ever inspired a
Oh.
song?
I love that too. And I think above all of them, there's like the one I'll mention first, at least, is a song I call Airplane on the Highway Blues.
Okay.
So I was back in Newfoundland. This song is like 10, 15 years old now. But I was reading a CBC article, and they were talking about how there was... So, yeah, a bit of context. There's a college in Gander, which was at one time known as the crossroads of the world, because it's in Newfoundland, and it's like so close to the UK. So there was like an Air Force base there, I think, back in the day, or like... Yeah, especially during the World Wars, it was a very like pivotal and like centralized location for accessing Europe. Anyway, so huge aviation history there. That
Great
being
airport.
said, great airport too. Yeah, Gander International Airport.
They have a movie theater.
They have a movie theater there.
Wild.
Yeah, and it's like all like modish and like mid-century,
Yeah.
like yeah,
Cool.
really
Mid-century
cool.
modern.
Yeah, look it up. Yeah,
Great
make-
gift
yeah.
shop.
Yeah,
Recommend.
yeah, totally. So they had they had to do some work on one of the airplanes at the airport. So in order to get it from the airport to the college, it was like too short of a distance to fly. So they had to actually drive the airplane on the road.
Weird.
Yeah.
So it was like, how weird. Like usually the airplane's up in the sky.
Yeah.
Now it's being driven on the road. So I think that's like my most like unique
pretty
inspiration.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Caitlin? We tell your subject matter is a little bit more.
Oh my God. Very
Anyone that
different.
stands out for you?
Yeah, the one that I don't know if it's really weird or strange, but special, I suppose. My Nana was on her deathbed, and my Nana was super, super important to me. She was like my second mom. We were really close, and I lived with my grandparents for a time when I was younger, and so it was a big deal, you know, when she was about to pass away. And I remember when she was in her hospital bed, I was like sobbing, you know, I was like so emotional, and she was just saying these really sweet things to me. And I remember her patting my hand, and she was like, Caitlin, you love everyone no matter what they look like. And I was like, oh, what a nice thing to say. And she was like, you like go and write a song about, like, I can't remember what she said specifically, but like about love, and go write a song about that. And I was like, okay. And so I went home and I wrote a song, and it was, I don't really play it all that often because I think it just makes me a little bit emotional, but it's a very special one. And I've never had somebody be like, hey, go write a song, and I'll be like, yes, no problem. Like I'm not one to be inspired that way. But this one just seemed a lot more special.
Maybe she passed that one on through to you in some
Yeah.
way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you guys have a song that, like, do you remember one of your first, like, what's the song you've been playing the longest?
Oh,
That we've written.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, can you remember one from, like, your childhood or something? Like, that'd be wild.
I remember one called Monster. It was like probably.
You've shown me ones from when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one, yeah, Monster was probably the first like actual song that I wrote. It was like,
Nice.
probably grade 6 or
That's
7.
so cool.
And it's like, it was like my first foray into like, I think morbidity, I guess. And
Cool.
like, so I was like, no, too scary. Like, and that's why I have green pants now.
Yeah.
Had to switch it up, you know?
I love it.
Don't
but it-
like being morbid.
Yeah, but it was like very like Babadooky and like he's everywhere, he's even under your bed. But it was like very like childlike, very whimsical and like
Yeah.
playful
I
tune.
love it.
Should sell that one to the Wiggles.
Yeah, exactly. They would dig it. Yeah.
Oh my
Fred
God.
Penner. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Right on.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
got one?
I'm sure there's ones from when I was young. I wrote a lot of songs when I was younger. But man, popular spot
Yeah, this is
today.
a hopping spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all the time we got for today.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you guys can join us if you want. Or we're
We're
just
ju-
recording a podcast right
Yeah.
now.
They're not open until 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
there
not
you
going
go.
to be anyone serving you beer though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are open at 4.
What are you guys talking about?
We're talking about music.
I'm thirsty now.
Oh, you head
Then
on
you go
upstairs. The main
upstairs.
restaurant.
Yeah, the main
They're
brewery's
we're
open
closed.
upstairs.
That's great. But you were gonna answer.
Just yeah, the stairs.
Yeah.
You'll see the brew.
Yes.
Yeah, brew pub.
Yeah.
Just the sign there. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you know what?
Sorry for interrupting.
I'm figuring
No,
with
you're
all
good.
the ink, you guys aren't into polka. So what kind of music are you guys chatting up?
Well, we got two local musicians here. Actually, what do you want to describe your sound a little bit before we go?
Sure,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's
I'd
do
say
it.
like folk. Like I come from, of course, the East Coast, so
Yeah.
like a bit of folk, like upbeat folk music. Yeah, like the
So,
jigs and reels.
Not,
Yeah.
Not Sloan or
No.
Super Friends.
No,
but
more like Great Big Sea, I guess,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Okay.
or even Joel Plaskett, maybe.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, Joel Plaskett, what a legend! Yeah.
Great sound.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Love
Joel Plaskett,
it.
Emergency. Yeah.
That's impressive.
What is it? Herman Thrush is. Yeah.
My goodness, no.
Yeah. Yeah, Thrush. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Thrush-
got it mixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell us you were
We didn't advertise very well.
We're gonna leave it in. I think.
I
We're
think,
gonna
yeah.
leave it in.
You guys might just make the podcast, I think.
Here, grab a couple stickers before you go.
Here,
Yeah, there you go. Take some stickers. Listen to the episode.
You'll be
There you go.
featured.
You know what? Right now, I can stick that on now.
Oh yeah.
You darn sure. Wait till I get upstairs.
Yes.
Beers.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna sing your praises.
Oh, I
There you
love
go.
it.
Yeah.
Right on.
I don't
Make
know
sure-
who those guys were downstairs.
Yeah,
but-
Alberta
Woo!
Coast Guard.
Yes, Alberta Coast Guard.
Yeah,
Check 'em
You're
out.
here with the
That's-
Overheard Podcast
Yeah.
and the Alberta Coast Guard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Dwayne Reed, Hamilton, Ontario. Well, those guys are Hamilton, Ontario.
Yeah.
Dwayne's now a transplant.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah.
There you go.
The brothers came down to visit me for a few days.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's like 70 years of friendship.
Oh, that's
Amazing.
so nice.
That's awesome.
They got together a couple of weeks ago and said, "I want to go see Dwayne."
Right on, man.
Arrived yesterday, and
Oh, that's
and
so
we get
nice.
to see famous people.
That's right.
Hard to beat it.
But it's not about me; it's about you.
No,
Guys,
it's about everybody.
Yeah,
Thanks, Wayne.
Can you enjoy yourself up there? Have a good day.
Well, that's a first. What a sweetheart.
I love it. Oh
Yeah,
my
the
God.
first group I wasn't so keen on.
Yeah.
These guys.
These guys were great.
Wayne's awesome.
Oh, that was sweet.
We got to give a big thanks to the group for
Yes.
having us.
And to
dude.
Dwayne.
And to
Yeah.
Dwayne, everyone stopping in.
We're doing our due diligence. We're sending you customers.
100%.
So,
Well, that's all the time we got. I think that's as good a time as any to call it.
Hell yeah.
yes.
Insane.
Love
Where can people follow you on Instagram? You guys got social medias? Or are you doing
No, we just got our individual accounts.
Yeah.
I'm at Arn Smith, ARNSMIT.
Oh, God. Mine's a lot harder to spell. Caitlin Connolly Music. It'll probably be in the show notes or something, so I won't spell it out.
we can put it in there for you.
I deactivate and activate regularly, but if you catch me on an activation day, then there you go.
You might get lucky.
Yeah, and for any social programs, mountain adventure programs, one group that does a lot of good is Banff Life, BANFF.LIFE.
Yeah.
Lots of
lot
fun
of great
stuff.
programs.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Right on. And again, big shout out Battle of Bands. Tommy, you guys are playing again there tomorrow night,
Tomorrow
you
night,
said?
Wednesday the 10th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Set time to be determined, I guess.
Just get there early
but-
because you're going to want a spot.
Yeah, it's going to start on
Exactly.
10.
Grab an
at
Uso,
10.
settle in.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of entertainment.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah, and it'll be
A lot of
fast
act-
and furious.
That's
you know.
right. 15-minute sets, baby.
Oh,
only,
wow.
only the bangers.
There you go.
I'm unsure. I'm gonna hopefully try and make my way there, but again, depends with work and whatever. But I'm hoping I can get out there and do some interviews with more of the bands. I'm sure.
I'm
That'd be
saying the same
awesome.
thing. Yeah,
It'd be so
I might
fun.
be there. I'm gonna
Yeah.
see how
Yeah.
the work day is.
But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, give us a like and subscribe. Shoot us a little comment. Tell us how much you love this episode with the Alberta Coast Guard because we have to protect those borders here in Alberta.
Dear
Yeah.
Lord, yes.
Huge political messaging in this episode. Thanks again, Brew Pub. Thanks everybody. And like every week,
See you next Tuesday.
Peace.